Hello everyone, hopefully everything is well with you. Well, I finally had a chance to do the downstairs tour, houseplant tour. Down here, this is the bottom part of the house and it does not get any sun, but from, as you can see, right through here, all this opening here, we have very good illumination. So guess what? My philodendrons love it. I noticed that they didn't like it too much upstairs. They didn't like direct sunlight. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to move things around and see where they go. So that's what I did. I brought my philodendrons down here. I have some other plants also. And yeah, they love it. So we're gonna go ahead and do the tour of the downstairs, which is part 4, I believe. And yeah. Okay, I just want to let you know that I do have a Spanish-speaking channel on YouTube, and it is called Nina Succulents y Más. So I invite you over there if you know Spanish. It's basically the same thing, just in Spanish. And yeah, it means Nina, Succulents, and more in English, translated in English. So yeah, that's just to let you know that I do have that channel. That was the one that I started off with. And I invite you to go over there if you understand it better. I just want to invite you to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm trying to get this channel up and running. And also, if you like the video, thumbs up. I really appreciate it. So let's get to the video and see what I have downstairs. Okay, I'm going to show you what I have. I have this plant wall here in which I just basically put any kind of decorations, any pots, any hanging plants, and it's been kind of more like a therapy wall for all the stress that I go through. But yeah, let's go ahead and start off with this one right here. I thought it was a dragon's tail, and somebody said, no, I think it's an Epipremnum pinnatum. You can see it's been doing very well. The leaves have been sizing up. I got it as in a rescue plant, and it's been growing very nicely on a moss pole that I made. That was the early stages of my moss pole experience. But yeah, I keep it here and it's doing very nicely. Here's a new leaf. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. This one here is my philodendron. I put it on a moss pole and it's doing so beautifully. It is really, really pretty with new leaves, new growth. The roots are really in there in the moss pole. I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. And it's growing so beautifully. I have it in Aroid mix. All these plants, all these philodendrons I do have in Aroid mix. But it's so beautiful. I really love this plant. I love the contrast of color, and it's just beautiful. Okay, we go into these right here are my collection of the orchid cactus. They flower, I'd say once a year. It's been a little while since they haven't flowered, so I have to fertilize them. And this one, let me see if I can get a picture of the flower. This one, I put the pots, then I color of the flowers. One gives me a red flower, I believe with another tone. And also this one's like a fuchsia purple. So yeah, it's very, very nice. And I'm really happy for those. That was like my first plants here in Puerto Rico. Here is my philodendron pink princess. and I have just let it go wild. At first it gave me a full pink leaf, and then it started reverting, and I just let it go. And then I have this new leaf here, has a little bit of pink flecks. It's more like a sport variegation of pink, but yeah, it hasn't totally reverted, but yeah, I just leave it here with the moss pole. Okay, here I have my Philodendron silver sword. This is my beauty. This is one, I have one upstairs that I showed you on my last tour, and it was not growing very well, so I brought it down here. But this is the other one that I have, and it is just so pretty, and it's sizing up, as you can tell. Look at that leaf. Look at that. I just watered them, by the way, so that's why you see them with water. And yeah, it's growing very nicely, very nicely. I have another one down there that I have to put on the moss pole, but I would suggest, yes, put them on moss poles. They really like it. And yeah. Okay, next I have the Monstera deliciosa. This is my main one, I believe. This was the first one that I got, and it started fenestrating very, very fast. But let me tell you something. I had a 3-leafer for a very long time, and I was wondering what is wrong with it. What is wrong with it? I kept checking it and nothing. And then I brought it down here, and yeah, it liked it. So now I have new leaves, new growth, and yeah. So now you know. Here's another orchid, cactus. And this one's a very thin one. This one stresses out, and I've seen it before, very red. This one likes to just be stressed out apparently because it likes it. It's smaller leaf, and I haven't seen the flower yet, not yet. Hoya pubicalyx on a PVC stick with coconut fiber attached to it, and as you can see, it's flowering, and this one constantly flowers. And I have another bud up on the top. Sorry for the backlit, but the leaves are very pretty, very splashy. Okay, this is the Portulacaria. This is a succulent that I have on my swan planter. And I put it in here, I just cut it up, and I chopped and propped. And here we go. These are the beauties that are coming out. I really do like it. They're very small leaves. It's just so pretty. And it's all facing the light. So I have it. It's just beautiful. I really, really do like this plant. Okay, then we go into the Hoya. This is, I believe, this is the Obovata, the green classic Obovata. Has not flowered for me. It was getting huge, and I just wrapped it around a couple times. And yeah, it's just here, receiving sun and water, but I do see a peduncle, so maybe I did miss the flowering. I think I did. Maybe I wasn't around. But yeah, it is a big plant. Okay, we're gonna go into, okay, here's my jungle boogie. This one's Philodendron jungle boogie, and I have to put this up a little bit so it won't go towards the light totally. But this one I'm gonna put on a moss pole. Okay, and it was fuller. I just took out some dead leaves here. But yeah, it's growing very nicely. I got it very small. I got it with very small leaves. I think it was Green Escape, and it's been growing. Okay, now this one is my Philodendron gloriosum. I brought it down here because it wasn't doing very well upstairs, and I said, well, let's go into the Philodendron area. And these are supposedly opening, and I'm just gonna wait and see. I do have a new growth here, and I transferred it, repotted it into this long pot, rectangular pot, because it is a crawler, it is not a climber. And I gave it enough space, so it's from there, it's got all this space to grow. And so far, so good. Here is my Philodendron Pink Princess, but this is the black cherry. And it wasn't doing very well, it wasn't growing as fast. So I brought it here and see if it will grow. And so far, so good. Nothing major. Okay, this is the silver sword that I had upstairs, and it gave me a new leaf. It seems to like it here. Oh, this is a new leaf. This is new leaf. Okay. This one over here is the Philodendron White Princess. Let me see. Okay, let me see if it's got variegation. Yes, it does. Oh, this one's nice. Pretty. Pretty. Okay, this one, I did have the White Knight, and it fell and it basically died, even though I picked it up. Okay, this one here is a Philodendron No ID. It's a heart-shaped, and you can see it's just a simple green classic. I put it on a moss pole, and yeah, it likes it. It's been growing. The insects apparently like the leaf because they're eating it. Poor baby. Here I have the Xanadu that is on rehab, and the creeping fig. This is the variegated creeping fig, and it's growing nicely. This one is the spider plant, variegated spider plant, because I have seeded in green. This is the little flower. Let me see if it'll focus. Oh, it doesn't want to focus. Okay. Here I have the tortum, the Philodendron tortum that I brought down here also. So then it could get a little bit better, and this one's unfurling, and yeah, it's getting there. Then I have the Sansevieria. This is the starfish, I believe. Sansevieria rifficiata snake plant, and I do have new pups here. This one is the Pink Princess, but the one with a little bit of more splash. And I brought it down here. So far, so good. I got a new leaf here. And then I have the Paraíso Verde. This one fell, and I picked it up, and so far so good. But look at that. Beautiful leaf, beautiful variegation. It has not lost its variegation. Okay, then we have a snake plant, which is also has been renamed Dracaena. Okay, this one is a succulent. This is, but it is huge. Have it here, and it's growing very nicely. This one is the Philodendron Red Sun. This one died off practically totally. I brought it down here, and it is growing. Then I have another snake plant here. I have the Twisted Sister here, which I really do like this one. I just gotta remember I can't water it too often. This is the Ring of Fire. You can see, look at the variegation. I think it's the light. It needs a lot of illumination for it to be variegated. Let me see if these two have any type of variegation. Kind of. So yeah, it likes it down here. The Philodendron Wonder. Okay, then we go into, that is the whale fin. I got some more seeds, and yeah, I gotta separate it and make some whale fin plants. I have another snake plant there, Sansevieria. This is a fern. I like the shape of it, and I put it down here and it's growing nicely. And I have another Sansevieria there. I have this one that was a prop. Actually, it was a chop and prop variegation plant. I just got one of those leaves and just chopped it up and put it in water. And there you go. It took a little while longer though. Then I have the cylindricas, which are these. These are the Sansevieria cylindricas. I have 3 of them. I just put some blocks there, painted them, and put them up there. But yeah, the wind tends to blow them down if it's really strong. They've only fallen like twice. But yeah, try to keep them up. Yeah, pretty. Give you some type of gardening, landscaping, architecture, I think it was called. Beautiful repetition of plants. Okay, here is. Okay, here I have some of my non-liking sun succulents. Basically, they just don't like direct sunlight. They'd rather be in the shade. Well, not the shade actually, but just heavy illumination, but no sun, no direct sunlight. And this one is going to flower. You can see there. So that'll be another video. My succulents, which are all in there. Okay, here I have the fishbone cactus. This is the mother plant, and this is huge, huge mother plant. And then I have, this is limoncillo. We call it limoncillo. It looks like grass, lemongrass. That's what it is, lemongrass. And I have it in this pot. This one right here is a philodendron. I believe it's the red Congo. Look at that new growth. It's coming out right there. This one has fallen over because it is top heavy. The leaves are huge. This one's a new growth here. And I keep it in a cement pot so it will weigh down. And now I keep it on the floor. And you could tell there's a lot of algae because here it rains a lot. The sun hits it. And it's very difficult to keep controlled. Here is another Sansevieria. This is the yellow rim. Could be the fishada, but I'm not really sure. Let me see if I can find the name. And this one is an overpowering, all over the place, Bromiliad that is starting to flower. As you can see, it flowers like this. The center turns red. So eventually all of these are going to be turning red. And look, it's a really nice plant. It just floats, and I have it on my duck terracotta. But look how big it is. It's huge, 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 huge. Okay, then I have some. Well, there's my parrot that I painted out of cement, and then we have the female aloe vera, which are very small, very reproductive, very prolific. They grow a lot. They're not very thick and they're not very big. They're smaller version. Okay, then I have, this is my Samioculcas samifolia, which is the eternity plant, and they call it ZZ plant for short. And yeah, it's all over. It's been here for a long time. And then I have my hibiscus that are usually on the side of the house. That is the end of my downstairs tour. And yeah, the next one will be the succulent and the cacti tour, which would be my last tour. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I did it with much love for each one of you. Yeah, so you can understand what kind of plants I have here in Puerto Rico. It is a very humid place. Right now there's a lot of humidity, and yes, I am a little sweaty. It's just part of the deal. But yeah, it's warm. I'd say it's like 80, 90 degrees so far, and it's only like 10:30 in the morning. But yeah, it's very difficult to film down here because our neighbors start cutting the grass. But as you can hear, I don't know if you can hear it, but it is raining, it is drizzling, and it's been raining on and off, and that's the way it is here. So from Puerto Rico, I'm sending you my blessings for you, your family, your pets, and your plants. And hopefully have a wonderful day and enjoy yourselves. Bye.